We are back again, and I'm here to greet you, young people. Our country is full of young people, and they are our assets. They are our real resource, young people. In India, we say there are more than 50% of young people, those who are below 35. Sometimes, we feel that some of us may feel that, oh my God, God has not created me as good as that another person, the friend of mine. He has many things, maybe materially, and I am still struggling. So he is enjoying or she is enjoying. So they are fine, I am not fine. Some sort of a feeling that I am not fine has come into our mind. I don't know why. When God created us, He has created us as a unique person, as the only person in the whole world. Billions of people are come, billions will come, and they will go. But I will be the only one that God intended me to be here in this world. And I'm the only one, I'm the unique one. I'm not a photocopy of anybody else. Today they are thinking of cloning and so many other things, but I'm not a clone of anybody. And if you look at your, this thumb impression, we say this is a unique ID that I have. And today the government is going to create a unique ID for all of us, but God has already given this unique ID. And there is none in this world that has this thumb impression, or my retina, or my teeth, or whatever it is. Today the forensic department is analyzing and testing whether who this person is, and he is a unique person. So there is nothing called identical. Even with the identical twin, they are not identical. Their thumbs are different. Their thumb impression is different. My friends, and especially the young ones, when we were born, we study in biology, I think in the 5th standard or 6th standard or 7th standard, I faintly remember when it is. But I remember that in the biology class in the school, we learned that how a human body or a human person is born. It is the female egg and the male sperm meets together and human life is created. There could have been million different possibilities. You or me, I wouldn't have been, because if the sperm that met the egg and created me, because I was the best. Millions of sperms were coming, that, and the best one, the fastest one, the best one met the egg and fertilized the egg. And God created me. And that happened to you also. He created. So God created the best from the millions of different possibilities. And what happens as we grow up? Why each one of us feel that I am not the best? Why that long face? Why there is no cheer in your life? Why there is no enthusiasm in your life? What happened? What happened? Maybe down the line, when we were growing up as children, we are born in a particular environment. We are born in a particular place. We are born in a particular family. Maybe we have just imbibed that environment, or we just absorbed what our parents told us. Maybe what our neighbors told us, that I am not the best. Maybe my teachers told me that I am not the best. Maybe I wasn't at that particular moment. It was like a snapshot. At that particular time, maybe I was sick and I could not perform my best. And I got an impression of myself that I am not the best because X, Y, or Z person told me that. But what God intended is not that X, Y, Z what He told you. God intended you to be unique and somebody who is irreplaceable in this world. But as science, as the psychology tells us, we have been, we are creating ourselves, or we develop our entire life story. They call it the script by the time that we are 7. Our entire life script we write. We are born tabula rasa, they call it. What is tabula rasa? Tabula rasa is like a clean slate. We are not born like animals with all the imprints, how to behave. We are born tabula rasa. Everything has to be taught to us. We have to observe and we have to learn, or somebody has to tell us, or somebody has to help us. Then we grow and we become somebody. And by the time we are 7, we are observing what our parents are doing, we are observing what our neighbors are doing, we are observing what our brothers and sisters are doing, what we are observing what the society is doing without our knowledge, and subconsciously we write our script, what I have to be. Because they told me like that, they told me you are like this, and I say, oh, if I am like this, then I have to survive, I have to live like this. Then I become somebody in that way. Maybe just contrary to what God wanted me to be, the best. Then I become sometimes the second best. Then I say, oh my God, why am I second best? Why my life is like this? Why I am not succeeding? Why there is no enthusiasm? Maybe something has, sat on my head and I have become like that. Today, shed all those things. The good news is you can rewrite your script. It is like when you are acting a drama, when you go for a drama. You see those actors, doing brilliantly well, the dialogue, the whole sequence of events that are taking place, and a person simply sits there and observes, my God, wonderful, how they could do like this. Forgetting that they have memorized the script. There was a script written by somebody and they have memorized it and they are now only acting. Likewise, in our life also sometimes by the time when we are 7, we have written our script. Then we only enact what we have written. And sometimes we wrote something in order to survive at that time when we were very small. Because that time we had no capacity to argue with my father. Can you imagine a small child of 2.5 feet or 2 feet long, walking with the 6 feet tall man, and when he says something, it is like I have to obey because I have no capacity to think differently. Because he was the person whom the whole world is of mine. So, when I grew up, and maybe I wrote some script because to survive at that time, that to live I need to behave like this way. Now, when I have grown up, those things are contrary to what I should be. Maybe I have to live an authentic life, a life that is true to my own conscience. So, after 7, when you grow up, don't get bothered that you feel that you are second best, or if you think that you are nobody in this world. And many young people commit suicide. Can you imagine? This life they are just wasting just because they have a script written in their lives, thinking that, oh my God, they can do nothing, they are nowhere, they are nobody in this world, and they want to end their life where they could utilize their potential. They can discover their potential that is within them and to, use that. We need to take a journey within, We take journeys so many times, we travel. Today, traveling is not a big thing. Everybody travels and things have become so easy. And we journey from one place to another. We pack up things and we go. But many times we forget to take a journey within. We need to take a break, maybe some hours or some days in a year. Take a break. Take a journey within. It is called, we call it retreat maybe, retreat from all that things. It's a military term, retreating. When you are being attacked and you know that you have no capacity to retaliate, the army gives orders to retreat so that you can organize yourself, you can plan your combat and you can attack best. You can reinforce yourself and you can attack. So same way in our life also. When things become too hard, pressurized, retreat. Go within yourself, draw strength from within. There is enough and more within. But we only try to get strength from outsiders and from external sources. But when God has given us a tremendous source within us, retreat. Get back to yourself. Get into your own life, that journey within. The world is huge inside. And take that strength from your own life, from your source, that source that is that God is, is there within you. From the deep down you take that strength, and then you can act. Then you can tell yourself that I can rewrite my script. I can really change, what I have written when I was small. That need not be true. Maybe it is there. I change it. That is a capacity. That is a good news. That I can be the best. God intended me to be the best, not the second best. He has never created a photocopy. He created the original, and he destroyed the mold with that original. And I am that original. God's glory is man or woman fully alive.